Welcome back to the Colorado Trail, day 27. The day 27 question is, why is it so much harder to breathe at higher altitudes? Well, before we answer that question, let's discuss a little bit about how we breathe in and out. So when we think about the respiratory system, we have our nose and mouth where air goes in, then we have our trachea, and the air goes down into our lungs. Well, what makes breathing possible is a muscle called the diaphragm. And as the diaphragm flexes, it opens up our lungs, and all the air on the outside rushes in to fill up that space. In other words, for just a brief moment when the lungs are opening up, it creates a very low pressure environment. And the high pressure environment that's on the outside rushes in to fill up that space. And so air is always moving from a high pressure environment down to a low pressure environment. So I have a little model here that I've made, and you can make this at home. It's just a cup, 2 balloons, and a straw. And so this balloon represents the diaphragm, and so as it's flexing, it's creating more volume inside the cup. And so air rushes through the straw to fill up the lung or the inner balloon. And the opposite is true when the diaphragm, or I let go of this balloon, it relaxes. It's contracting the lungs, creating a brief high pressure environment and pushing the air out. So I'll do this a couple more times to show you that it's all about a difference in air pressure. Now, how can we use this information to answer our question, why is it so much harder to breathe at higher altitudes? So, as we're going up in elevation, the surrounding air pressure decreases. So the difference between the surrounding air pressure and the air pressure in our lungs when we inhale isn't as great than, let's say, we're at sea level. At sea level, the air pressure is much higher, and so we get a much greater difference and it's easier to breathe. Also at higher altitude, because the air pressure is less, that means the oxygen molecules, the oxygen that we need to breathe and survive, are more spread out. So we're breathing in less oxygen. So, a bit of a complex question with a complex answer, but if you can remember that air moves from a high air pressure environment to a low pressure environment, then you can understand again how we breathe air in and out. And then when we go up in higher altitudes, the air pressure is less and the oxygen molecules are more spread out, so it's harder to breathe. All right, hope you enjoyed that question and answer. Now let's get on to the hiking footage of day 27, which in my opinion is probably the most epic hiking of the entire Colorado Trail. Hope you enjoy it, and we will see you soon. Good morning. It is August 5th, and just packed up our tent and site and got going. We're climbing up this little valley here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Lots of exposed rocks and areas. So we're going up that way. I think there's a pass over there. That's our first one of today. We've got a lot of up and downs, and hoping to get over 20 miles today, maybe even push it to 24. Because I gotta get into Durango tomorrow, and before the post office closes. So, funny thing happened last night. A little pika stole one of my socks. So I have my shoes and my socks outside my tent in the little vestibule, and yeah, stole one of them Well, it's all good because I actually have 2 other pairs of hiking socks, and I also sleep in another pair, so I have 4 pairs total, but now I only have 3.5. All right, I gotta stop talking because we're going up and I can't talk and hike at the same time at this elevation. See you soon. All right, climbing up out of that valley. Just got a little ways to go. Just over that little lip there. We'll be good. Okay, got the second climb of the day, and we are, I believe we're going right up that region, that little pass up there. That's what it looks like at the moment. Up and down all day today. We just got over our second pass, and then we've got 6 or 7 little mini climbs ahead of us, and if I can get through those today, at least by, let's say, like 5 o'clock, then it's a 4-mile downhill to this place called Elk Creek. Yeah, here's the view. A little flat section up here on the top. And some mountains in the back. This trail is no joke. Oh man, it is up and down all day. Got a little marmot down there, right, sunbathing on the rock. Hey, marmot. Hey, Mr. Marmot. You just come around a corner and you just got these amazing views. This trail is super challenging, but incredible. We're going up that way right there. All right, just keep trucking. It's the third ridge that we've gone over, and we are headed up that way. All right. Really tough climb, but amazing views as I pan around. Yeah, we're up on this little shelf again. Ooh, and we're going down this way.
Crazy day, up and down. We had good weather, and now storm rolled in, and I waited against these rocks for about a half hour, and then put on all my rain gear during that time, and now I've decided to keep going, and I got about 3.5 miles to this kind of summit region, and then I'd like to go down another 4 miles, so to this Elk Creek area. That would set me up nicely for tomorrow, but it's raining, and it's cold. Ooh, and it's windy. All right, gotta get back to it. All right, got a brief, it's about an hour rain shower. I sat through half of it, and I hiked through half of it, but I love those blue skies over there. I can't see it right there. You go. Okay, so got about 2.5 miles to this peak, and then another 4 down. All right, things are looking up. Looking at all that snow, it creates these seasonal streams, because as it melts, it runs off and it goes down into the valley and possibly connects up with another stream and a creek, and then maybe a river, and then onto one of the oceans. So we've been hiking along the Continental Divide Trail and the Colorado Trail. It's about to actually to split up here, and I'm gonna obviously continue on the Colorado Trail, but we've seen a lot of signs of the CDT, Continental Divide Trail, and if you're west of the Continental Divide, you go towards the Pacific. If you're east, you go towards the Atlantic or the Gulf. So, water, that is. Okay, gotta get up over this summit here, and down to my campsite. It's mine, it's all mine. Come here to the top of the final climb. I don't know, is the 8th or 9th climb today. Crazy. I don't think we don't go up to over those rocks. There's a little post, and we head down to the right. Okay, we're making our way down. We gotta go all the way down there. It's crazy. All right. Fortunately, there's switchbacks. Check out this rock. Ooh. We are making our way down. About 2 miles to go to camp. Got a bunch of switchbacks. There are almost 30 of them. And now we're just making our way down this canyon. What we're looking at right now is an avalanche area where Snow probably, obviously from up there, came down, caused an avalanche, and knocked down a lot of these trees. This is a second avalanche area. You can look up there. The snow came down and she knocked out all these trees. Yikes. Just think about the power of the avalanche and all that snow. It's crazy how there's so much power that it can knock trees. Wow, what a absolutely stunner of a day. It is 7:50 p.m. We started hiking a little bit before 7 a.m. today, and had everything today. Mountain passes, storms, long distances, climbing over tree trunks from an old avalanche. Yeah, I am 0.3 miles from my campsite. I am pitching my tent and gonna go quickly get something to eat and then hit the hay. So look at that. Such a different view from just a couple hours ago, but it took a really long time to get down because the rocks in the little canyon and those switchbacks way up at the top, and then you had the avalanche area. Oh, I am beat. I am so tired. But tomorrow's a 10-miler. And then I get to hitchhike. Dr. Dillons is gonna hitchhike, yep, into Silverton. All right, I'll take a picture or two once we get to camp.